All right, here's a video for 4.7. I did bring over our rules for transformation from earlier in the semester and from first semester. It's a great review. So that's really all 4.7 is. You're just reviewing all the way that the graphs are going to either get shifted or reflected or stretched or shrink. So that's what 4.7 is. So let's look at it. I crossed out the then graph the function. We've already graphed many of them on Desmos. I don't need you to type them in again and put your screenshots on there. I just want you to know what the numbers do to the graph. Okay, just know what the numbers. If you have x cubed, and then all of a sudden you got x cubed minus 2, what happened to the graph? So you can see on the chart that when you just put a minus 2 at the end, like this, minus c would be like minus 2, then you're going to shift downward, c units. Okay, so all you need to do here is circle the -2 and put down 2 units. Circle that, down 2. So not a lot of notes to write down, but write the problem and then circle it and then put the answer. This one is adding 3 inside of the function, inside of the x. Okay, that's these guys right here. It's adding inside of the parentheses. Okay, adding is a shift left. Okay, so this is going to go left 3 units. So this plus 3 right here is left 3 units. Number 3 through 6. Now there's going to be multiple things happening. So here now you have a negative and a 5. Okay, the negative and the 5 outside of the function. Okay, the negative outside of the function. That's going to be a reflection in, okay, that's going to be a reflection in the x-axis. We'll put it there, okay. So that's a reflection in the x-axis. Okay, that's the negative. So I'm just going to write reflect x-axis. Okay, then the next thing it does is it multiplies by 5. So greater than 1. 5 is greater than 1. So stretches vertically. Okay, so I would say vertical stretch. So 2 things. It's going to be a reflection in the x-axis and a vertical stretch of 5 times whatever. Stretching it 5 times as much. Number 4. You've got 2 things. You've got this 4 right here. That is going to be multiplied to the function again. So that's another vertical stretch. Okay, so vertical stretch. And then you need to go down 3 units. So it's a vertical stretch and then it's down 3. Number 5. This one you're multiplying to the function, but this time you're multiplying by a number less than 1. So that's a vertical shrink. Vertical shrink means it's getting squished vertically. And then you're going to go down 5. Okay, because that's this -5 right there. Would be going down 5. Last one, you're multiplying a half, okay, times the whole function, less than 1. So it's, again, vertical shrink. And this time you're going 2 to the right. Vertical shrink and 2 to the right. Okay, it says write a rule for G and then describe the transformation. Okay, so your function is x minus 1. F of x is given. G of x is f of x when you're taking 1 minus, or you're taking 1 away from just the x. So you would put g of x, and you'd have to go parentheses x minus 1 and cubed. So instead of just x cubed, it's x minus 1 cubed plus 2. So that's just a 1 to the right shift. Shift 1 right. Number 8, they want us to take the function and multiply it by 2. So g of x would be everything multiplied by 2. So it would be 2x to the 4th. It would be minus 6x and plus 2. Or you could just put a 2 in front and not distribute it. Either way, when you multiply by a 2 out here, okay, that we call a vertical stretch. Vertical stretch. All right, that would be, okay. Number 9 says, what is the error? What did they do wrong? Well, this means right here means 3 right. This right here means 2 up. So from 0, 0, they should be going 1, 2, 3 to the right and 1, 2 up. They went down instead. So they should have gone up. Okay, so that's their mistake. They went down, it was really up. Okay, last 2. Write a rule for g that represents the indicated function. Okay, write a rule for g. We're going to take this, go 2 to the right, and a reflection in the y-axis. Okay, so we're going to take the g of x function, which is going to need to be reflected in the y-axis, which means you're just going to put a negative to the x. You're going to keep, and it also says 2 to the right. 2 to the right. Okay, so 2 units to the right is going to be a minus 2 and cubed. And that is it. And you need to just keep your plus 5 there because that was already there. So the reflection in the y-axis is the negative in front of the x. The 2 to the right is a minus 2 in there next to the just the x, and then you're going to do your cubed, and then you do your plus 5. Now let's see, the next one, they want us to take that function and do a vertical shrink. So you need to multiply function by 1/3. So g of x is going to be 1/3 times, and then you've got your x to the 4th minus 3x plus 1. And then they also want you to do a translation 2 down, so you need to do a minus 2. Minus 2. Now you could technically distribute all that and combine like terms, but that is enough for a rule right there. So both of those would be the rules. And that's it for 4.7.